welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Well, we're somewhere in the Sea Caves area. That's where we are. And we're going to mosey on down and get some spectacular views. And we're going to take a drive out to the St. George Harbour. And that's going to be a great view. As we descend down, it's going to take your breath away, that's for sure. So what I would do if I was you is get your order into Miss Vivian. She's the girl in charge of the tea, and she's a superstar amongst superstars. Takes her job very seriously indeed, and she's understood that the crew is getting bigger. She's understood that she's got to make more cups of tea, but she wants to keep the quality, and she wants to make more and more cupcakes, but she wants to keep the quality, and she wants us to have some really good quality biscuits as well. So she has recruited 2 new little helpers. Well, they're not that little, to be honest, but they are identical, and they are the 2 and only Sir Simon Payne and Sir Jeremy Payne, and their job is very important indeed, because she has told them to go whizzing around all of the Paphos supermarkets and check the dates, the sell-by dates, check the qualities, and she only wants top brands, but she wants value for her money. So you've got to go around all of the supermarkets, check what's going on, report back to Viv, and then Viv tells you where to buy. So that's going to keep you fit. Much better than a treadmill, to be honest. On that note, Alan, plug it in, switch it on. We're on the flat. Get yourself up to 3 or 4 miles an hour. Get yourself in shape, because like I've told you, when you get out to Paphos, I'm going to grab hold of you by the hand and I'm going to drag you, and we're going to go walking on the rocks to the rear of the Paphos fort, and we're going to get you on camera, that's for sure. So get yourself in shape, and don't forget to bring your Marika and me baseball hats, sunglasses, t-shirts, and if I was you, I'd put some shorts on as well. Otherwise, well, we're a bit of a family channel, as so sweet Lady Caroline knows. Lord Nigel, how you doing? You all right? Yes? Can I borrow the Jag? Yes, I'll pay for the shipping. So I'll send you 400 coffees. There you go. That'll cover the shipping, and you can slurp the coffees down with the Nigel Big Guns, your special drink. Now we're driving around in the Sea Caves area, and to give you an idea, I mean, I don't think you're going to buy much in this area for less than €1 million. I think many of them are a lot more. You might get an apartment just over there, maybe 300-400, maybe, but it won't be anything special, that's for sure. Without trying to insult anyone that owns one, but it's not going to be nothing special. It's a very
expensive area, and it's a place frequented by millionaires. There we go. So they're all looking at me now saying, get the hell out of this area. What do you do? What's that riff-raff Marika and me doing here? So won't be long before Captain Stavros, yeah, he's not a sergeant, he's actually a captain in charge of the Paphos police, won't be long before he sends his boys in blue out, and they'll be quite simply looking for me. Not you, me. So you can speed for a little bit, because they're looking for me. They say, where's that bloody YouTuber? If we can catch him with a stick in his hand with a phone on the end of it, we're going to charge him €300, that's for sure. But not according to my lawyer Saba. He told me that technically, by the letter of the law, you're not holding a mobile phone. The stick is, and as long as your hand is on your knee, you should be all right. That's what he said to me. But he said, but don't argue with him. You take the fine, take the €300 fine, you give it to me and your documents, and I'll go down to the court and I'll sort it all out, and I promise that fine will go away, and all you'll have to pay is my fees. And I said, how much are those fees, Stavros? Stavros? No, his name is Saba. I said, what do you think those fees will be, Saba? And he said, about €1,500. There you go. So he's a true friend indeed. Right, where are we? We're on the upper road in Sea Caves. Now, we're going to wiggle and waggle now, because there was a bit of confusion a while back, because there was a TV programme with some superstar, I mean, very famous lady indeed. Her name is Jane McDonald. I don't personally know her, but I think she's got a great voice, and I think she's got a great personality. And one day, Jane, if you'd like to come and sit on the breakfast sofa, well, come and mosey on down. I'd love to have a chin wag with you, and you never know, we might even have a sing-song as well. Although my name's not Tom Jones. He's got a good voice. I'm Welsh, but I haven't really got a good voice. Well, no, maybe I have. You never know. You never know. Right, so we're going to go mosey on down this road, because we're going to go and see the Cap St. George Hotel. Yes, Cap, as in Cape. Okay, so there's confusion on how to say it,
because the English has been translated into Greek and then back. And blah. Anyway, some people say Cap, some people say Cape St. George Hotel. Not the St. George Hotel that is at the crossroads in Clorica. No, not the one where you turn left if you come from Paphos and drive straight into its foyer. No, not that hotel. Okay, it's a totally different hotel. So we're going to mosey on down and we're going to have a look at all the villas that are around it, and I'm going to drive you around them, and then if we're lucky we might even drive into the foyer. Well, not really the foyer, but into the main entrance area of that hotel. And this is the hotel that's in the Sea Caves area, and this is a hotel, without trying to insult anybody, that is unbelievably quiet because it's in the middle of nowhere. So don't forget, I'm not saying it's not a nice hotel, it is, but if you're going to stay here, what you need to do is hire one of those cars. Now, there are some big signs in front of us, and as you can see, it says Cap St. George's Residences and Clubhouse. So it's a bit of a golf course, and that says Cap St. George's Hotel. So let's go and have a look, shall we? It's a big fancy complex, but as you can see, there's not a lot going on. So let's go and have a look. I've never actually been along this road before. It's one of the few little roads in Cyprus that I've never been on. So here is the main entrance to the hotel, or so we're told anyway. So let's go and have a look. There we are. Cap St. George's Hotel entrance. I wonder if it's going to let us in. See, not rehearsed, uncut. I don't think so. I think we're going to have to press a damn button to get in. There you go. See? There you go. Right. See. So not going to let the riffraff in. No. So if we press a button, I understand that they're probably not even open. So we'll reverse out. There we are. On camera, you're watching the reversing skills. Well, there's not a lot going on, I can assure you that. There's one or two cars parked in that car park, but without trying to discriminate, I understand that those are workers' cars, if you understand me. And then just up here, there are two or three more cars. Now, those are management, because one is a Porsche Cayenne, and a lot of tourist cars. Well, they're not tourist cars. Again, they will be management cars. Because in Cyprus, if you see a red plate on a car, by the way, that means it's a rental car. But also, there's a bit of confusion going to come in now. You can also have what's called a lease car. So if you've got a business, you can lease a car and pay a monthly fixed fee, a bit like a rental car. So there was a bit of confusion in the legislation, and those cars have red plates as well. Uh-oh, road's just gone Sherlock Holmes. Oh, so sweet. Get your jumper onto the memory foam cushion. Mr. Nigel, have another slurp, because it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. They've stripped the road for some reason. Anyway, that's the main road into the hotel. And as you can see, to be honest, it's not a very good road either. So we're starting to understand some of the reasons why it's not that busy. Someone built a hotel in the middle of nowhere, and to be honest, didn't put that much infrastructure in. Anyway, that's the rant over, Mr. Andrew. Miss Nessie. Anyway, you're going to be cuddled up on the sofa in a minute, because Dame Anne is waiting for you. Fiona's come into town. Mr. Rob's come into town because he wants to have a word with Dame Anne. He wants to say, look, Dame, stop telling Fiona when the Marius Diamond Shop is open. Tell her it's closed. Tell her it's closed, and then we can just stay out by the beautiful pool on the Alexander the Great Hotel, and we can look out across the blue Mediterranean Sea, and you never know, we might get to see an idiot with a blue hat and sunglasses whiz past on one of his little white horses, and if you're very, very lucky, you might get to see the most beautiful woman in the world, Miss Ochin Gracivia at the booth, dancing and pirouetting along the coastal pathway to the rear of the Alexander the Great. Anyway, Vivian, get the tea on. Boys, that's double trouble. Sir Simon, look at the roads. They're absolutely terrible, aren't they? The roads are absolutely Sherlock Holmes. Anyway, Sir Simon, Sir Jeremy, start serving the biscuits, because people aren't getting peckish. They're going to click off and they're going to go and watch something else. But like what? What else would you want to go and watch? No, they're not going to go off. They're going to stay. Right, serve the tea. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, by the way, the Viking, there's only one Viking, we know that. Not Viscount, no, Viking. Viking Ronnie, he likes coffee, and sometimes he likes Cypriot coffee. So, Vivian, go and get a book out, get on Google, find out how to do it, because that's what he wants. Now, talking about Vikings and Viscounts, we've got a Viscount as well, Viscount Paul Butler. Kick back, Paul, relax and enjoy. Get Miss Bev to bring you a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Because understand, you're not on the crew at the moment. You are relaxing and recuperating in downtown Manchester. And hopefully Miss Bev lets you go into the Ruby Arms now and again to have a pint or two. Right, where are we going? Well, like I told you at the start of the video, I promised you that you're going to get a view to die for. So if you put up with the insanity for a little bit longer and have a chitter and a chatter with the crew, I mean, Sean Broad, he's in town. He's a great car bodywork man, a great mechanic, but he's unable to buy a car because he always finds faults on it. Well, that's what his friends tell me. So Mr. Richard, Miss Julie, and my little gunbarrow in crime, Mr. Leo, tell me that he has great trouble buying cars because whenever he goes to look at them, he always finds all the faults. And that's a problem if you're in the trade. So good morning to you, Mr. Sean. Good morning to you. Now, Vivian, pour him a cup of tea. He likes a cup of tea. And have you got any scones? Because I fancy a scone, to be honest, but not with too many sultanas. So I tell you what, make some cheese scones, because I know Miss Andrea, she likes a cheese scone. I presume Mr. Mark likes a cheese scone. But some people like scones with cheese on, well, cheesy flavour, isn't it? And some people like scones with sultanas, and some people don't like sultanas at all. So to be honest, I'll have a scone with no sultanas. So that's some more work for you. Double trouble, come on. Plenty of work to do. And on top of that, you've got to protect me from Mr. Doug, because Mr. Doug is looking for a murder victim, and I don't want it to be me. Not yet. I understand a lot of people would like it to be me, but not yet. Got a few more years. We've got to sign those deals. You know, Mr. Richard was sitting with me yesterday, and his beautiful wife Julie, and of course my little friend, my little partner in crime, Mr. Leo. And we were sitting there and we were chatting, and he said, you've got to get all these deals done. He's going to be my business manager, I've decided. He's going to come up with the deals. He's going to go off to TUI. He's going to go off to Jet2. Yes, Jet2, the people that Dame Anne are flying in with. And we're going to cut a deal, because I think they should pay us at least €2 a month, I think. And then Richard could have one of those euros and I could have the other euro. So there you go. On that note about money, if you're looking to help the channel and if you want to see the channel grow, please, Nigel, knock it back. I know you don't want to hear this. Put some cotton wool in your ears. Put that memory pillow over your ears. I know you don't want to hear it. Right. But if you want to hear it, why not go through to our About page? Click on the Buy Me a Coffee icon. That's how the channel's funded. That's what pays for the tyres. That's what pays for the brakes. That's what pays for the benzene that goes in the tank. So that's how it works. Please, please help us out and give us a little bit of funding, and we'll spend it on things like, I don't know, blue tops with diamonds on its shoulders, like Dame Anne. That was her contribution to the channel. Joe Cox and his beautiful wife Julie, they came out to Paphos, and we mentioned them, and we were shocked that they decided to buy us, well, umpteen coffees is the word. So thank you, Joe, all the way over there in Manchester. We thank you, we thank you. Big shout out to your wife Julie, big shout out to her sister Kathy, and a shout out to Colin. And hopefully they had a great birthday celebration indeed. And now, as you can see, there's a little bit of yachting going on in downtown Paphos, and I think we're going to watch this man launch his little boat, because this is the Paphos sailing crew, if you understand. There you go. Have a look at that. He's going to launch his little sailing boat, and he's going to go sailing, that's for sure. So on that note, I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, and why not come back for some more insanity, some fabulous views, and some monkeying around in downtown Paphos. This is the St. George's Harbour, so Adios George's Harbour, nice little fishing harbour, nice little beach. It's got a cafeteria as well, and people come down here and they monkey around. Well, as you can see, there's a bit of a sailing expedition going on today. There we are. They're off out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. Hopefully the views have taken your breath away, and hopefully you've enjoyed the breakfast queue. Shout out to one or two more superstars. We know there's another Sean in our life, Mr. Sean, Miss Dawn, Daisy the Cypriot cat, and her little friend, the doggy called Bo. Thank you for watching us. I mean it truly, sincerely. Paula Roderick, she's in downtown Paphos. We're going to hunt you down. There's too many people to name, if you understand me. Start off with the greatest intents to name the world, and then of course get sidetracked and you've got to drive around and all those sort of things. But we love each and every one of you, and we mean that from the bottom of our two hearts. And we thank you for joining us over and over again. I think I'm going to give you one more truly exceptional view. So don't click off just yet. Come and have a look at this, and forgive the road surface because, well, oh so sweet. I think you understand. It's a road surface from absolute hell. But let's drive and have a quick look at this view, because it's a view, quite simply, that is going to take your breath away. It's a view. It's a place where superstars come and have picnics. It's where Mr. Ian and Miss Janet came, and apparently they had a great picnic, and they enjoyed the spectacular views across the blue Mediterranean Sea. Have a look at that. Feast your eyes and digest. It doesn't get much better than that. Thanks for watching.